Hello students, this is our fifth lectures on rotational dynamics chapter number first, HSC 12th, Maharashtra State Board. So in last lectures we will see the banking of road, the derivations, what is the upper speed limit, lower speed limit, with frictions and without frictions. Now in these chapters, in these lectures, we will see the conical pendulum. Conical pendulum, that is the pendulum bob is moved in a horizontal plane, and second point we will discuss, that is vertical circular motions. Okay, so in your exercise there is a questions on the conical pendulum is, whenever this bob is rotate around its circle, what should be the frequency and what are the factors which is depend on the frequency. So from these derivations we have to calculate the frequency of that rotations. Okay, so we have to find out n. So first we will draw the FBD. Suppose this is a support at connected to the string, okay, which length of this string is capital L. Then it makes some angle when it rotates, that is a theta. Suppose this object, it is at point this A. So this made an angle theta with the cone. Okay, now the tension T is applied on a string. So this is a tension T which is applied on the string. Now the tensions, any object there must be one gravitational force. So one force mg which is always downward, which is a gravitational force. Okay, so it's a weight mg. Now tensions have again two components. We know that nearest to theta there is always cos term, and against that there is a sine term. So this is angle theta, alternate angle, so this angle is also theta. So nearest to theta, this tension is a T cos theta and this one is a T sine theta. Now we will see in the last lecture, that is a centripetal force. So what is a centripetal force? That force which is towards the center. So which force is towards the center? Yes, that is a T sine theta is a force towards the center, which is a centripetal force. So centripetal force is equal to T sine theta. Okay, so we know the value of centripetal force, that is mv square by r, which we will derive in earlier lecture, or we can write m omega square r, because we know the relation of v and omega, that is v is equal to r omega. So centripetal force is m omega square r is equal to T sine theta. Now don't be confused that here I am using a T as a tension. Here I am using a T as a tension, and we have to calculate the time period for a derivation of the frequency. So we will consider again time for that omega by the frequency. So we have that equation, that is m omega square r is equal to T sine theta. Now one more equation is there, that is a T cos theta is exactly opposite to the mg. So therefore mg is equal to T cos theta. Okay, this is the equation number 2. Now we will see, take ratio of 1 and 2. So it become T sine theta divided by T cos theta is equal to, yes, m omega square r divided by mg. Okay, so T and T get cancelled, m and m get cancelled. So sine upon cos theta, you can keep it as it is, and omega square r into g. We have to find out the value of time period, or we have to find the value of frequency. We know that omega is equal to 2 pi f. So we will calculate, take omega square as a subject. So g multiply with here, so it becomes g sine theta divided by r cos theta. Okay. Now we will put the value of r by using a triangle that is, this is a triangle. Okay, this angle is theta, this length is L, and this length is, that is a radius R. So what is the R? R is equal to S. Therefore R is equal to, it's a opposite angle, so it's a L sin theta using a trigonometry. So we will put R is equal to L sin theta to this case. Why I am doing this one? Because you can easily find out the value of L, that is a length of that string. There is a problem to find out the value of radius, which is move in a circular order. Okay, so it is easily find that L, so I am rearranging that R in terms of L sin theta. So omega square is equal to G sin theta divided by, instead of R put there L sin theta, okay, into cos theta. So sin theta and sin theta get cancelled. Omega square means 2 pi f bracket square, which is equal to G divided by L cos theta. Okay, so we have to find out the value of frequency. So frequency f is equal to under square root of G divided by L cos theta. Okay, because it's a square, so I'm taking a square root, and 2 pi we will take to this side, so it become 1 upon 2 pi. Okay, this is the equations of, that is, frequency is equal to 1 upon 2 pi under square root of G upon L cos theta. Okay, so questions for this one is, frequencies depend on which factor and frequencies independent on which factor. So frequency of revolution of that bob, that is a conical pendulum, is depend on acceleration due to gravity, length of that string, and angle between this conical angle, that is a theta. So it's depend on theta, L and G. Okay, so it's independent on the, that is a radius of the circle, or it's you can write down it's independent on the radius, that is R, and it's depend on the G, L and theta. Okay. Okay, now try to solve the exercise in your exercise question number 17, which is based on the conical pendulum, and comment me the answers in a comment box. Okay, hope you like these lectures. Now in the next lectures we will see vertical circular motions. Okay, thank you. Please like, share and subscribe my channel.